Happy Friday the 13th, guys. It's 1:28 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Friday, November 13th, 2020. And as you guys can see, your boy Tune got the chest cam on. I strapped up because I decided to do a different video today. I know people have mentioned before, Tune, why don't you take a walk through the neighborhoods? I did that once or twice, and the results were pretty good. Except I usually did it with my cell phone camera. Today, I wanted to go hands-free. The only downside to going hands-free is the microphone on this camera isn't the best. So, periodically, you guys might hear some silence because I don't want you guys to struggle to try to hear me. But periodically, I'll come and I'll narrate. But for the most part, we're just going to take a walk through. Right now, we're on Front Street. This is Front and Dolphin. Back in the day, this used to be a little poppin' avenue. This was like a commercial area. Those buildings just recently burned down. Four Sons was under here. There was Payless. There was a lot of active businesses. Now, it's like desolate. Many of the businesses closed down. I remember when I was a kid, I used to come down here for everything. I'm gonna tell y'all a story about that little CD stand we just passed. When I was a kid, I bought my first Big Pun CD from that exact gentleman. He's like probably in his 60s, who used to sell tapes and CDs back in the day. When I was a kid, I remember getting together like $8 in quarters, and I had a couple ones because he was selling the CD for 13 bucks. So I got together all my change when I was a kid. I went right there to Front Street, right to this avenue, and I bought my first Big Pun CD off of that dude. I swear that was like one of my first CDs ever. Yeah, Front Street ain't what it used to be. Right now we're in probably the East Kensington section. This would be considered Kensington. Or would it be considered West Kensington? This is considered East Kensington, because we're still on the east side. Y'all see that John got abandoned? That John, it looks like they burnt that joint. Whatever parts they could get off of it. They just made them Johns right there. Them Johns are new. That was an abandoned lot. With a bunch of trash, and I think it had like doll heads or ponies on like sticks. Yeah. Now it's buildings. You guys are probably gonna see me speed walking. It's because it's a little chilly out. It's probably like 55 degrees. It's a little breezy. But once I start walking, you know, my body temperature should rise. Got the mask on. What's funny is that I was wearing masks a whole year before masks became a trend. I was wearing them for a while, but I did a vlog every day for the year of 2018. And I believe 99% of those vlogs I had on a mask or a face covering of some sort. We're walking up Front Street. Botanica. And what they do is they sell like religious stuff there, like candles, rosaries, etc., etc. They just made them houses too. Them ones got like a roof deck. They got a roof deck up top. That's like the most popular thing in Philly now is that everybody's doing roof decks. Most of the houses that are being built, you can see. But they got that little teeny fence. Like, that fence is questionable. That fence is suspect. You lean on the fence and it looks like it's tip over. We're passing Calypso Bar and Restaurant. Here's something you guys don't know. Check out this blown up ATM. Look at it. ATM blew up. Boom. I guess that's when they were doing that throughout the city. But here's a fact. I got one of my first tattoos right here on this corner. Not on the corner, but this is where the dude lived at. On front of Huntington. First tattoo ever on my neck when I was 17. Sun's starting to come out. That's helping out a lot. We got Episcopal Hospital right there. That's the hospital where I was born at. Not in that big, gigantic, Gothic-looking building. That is part of Episcopal Hospital, but Episcopal Hospital, the campus is like a smaller building, more modern. I always liked that building though because that building reminds me of like some Gothic style, like Batman stuff. Like if you look at the building, it's huge. It looks like a castle. I don't know if the video does justice. I don't know if y'all can actually see. Yeah, it's amazing. Still standing. To my knowledge, they have underground tunnels that come from there and spread out throughout the campus. That's called Episcopal Hospital Campus. And Episcopal Hospital used to be by themselves, but Temple University, I believe, purchased them within the last 10, 15, 20 years or so. And they all combined. And now they're all under one entity. Alright, we're on front of Lehigh, y'all. Front of Lehigh. This is a notorious little corner right here, a little gas station. People come from the tri-state to get product from around here. All you gotta do is pull up to this gas station and yeah, you know what I mean? Alright, we had a green light. A lot of traffic. We got 9 seconds left on the walker. The gas station cleaned up a lot. It used to be a lot worse. El Principe restaurant. We got a pharmacy over there on my right side. Some artwork on it. Now we walking through like the hood. The hood, I would say like 2nd and Summerset. See all these lots right here? These lots that are abandoned? These lots will eventually be purchased. And there'll be new renovations or new buildings built on them lots. Watch. That's one thing that we have. We have a lot of empty lots. And this is probably like a 12 by like 40 or 12 by 38 or something. They'll build a house right there. They'll build a house right there. They'll buy the land for probably like 8 grand, 15 grand, 10, 20 grand. And then they'll sit there, build like a $70,000, $80,000 home, and then they'll sell it for like 150, 200 grand. Alright, we're on Summerset right now. Some people will call this a rough neighborhood. I lost a lot of friends and family in this neighborhood. Specifically, I lost a cousin 2 blocks that way, and then I lost an uncle 2 blocks that way from where we're standing. They were gunned down. Then I lost friends like a block that way, like 1 block that way. You know what I mean? It sucks. This is the 57. First Street is where the bus runs up, SEPTA bus. So you can get on the 57 and actually get from the south side of the city and go to the north side. You can travel up and down. This is where you would catch the 57. Homeboy got the 5th matching rim. He got the 5th matching rim. Yeah, I see that. On the van. You got an older gentleman out here doing scaffolding. Oh, he's on the scaffold doing masonry work. Motorcycles allowed, right? I remember coming to the store when I was like 7, 8 years old. I'm gonna take a quick walk through the hood just so y'all can see Cambria. Yeah, back in the day when I was a little kid, I used to hang on this block right here. Not hang, but I used to have to come to this block when I was a kid, so I had to come with my old folks. Whoever I was with, I had to come with them, so I had no choice. So, but there's been a lot of violence on this exact block right here. Yeah, a lot of people lost their life. Sad. I actually lost my uncle here. My uncle. Yeah, it sucks. This is a neighborhood where I shot street scrapers at. If you go look on my YouTube channel and you check out street scrapers, you'll see that this is the neighborhood that my homie 450 Lex is from. Shout out to 450 Lex, Chris, Van, John, Gmo, all the guys from over here. They're real good people. There be mad shootings right here on this corner, like a lot of shootings. Like one of my homies, man, actually survived one right here, but unfortunately one of his homies didn't. Yeah, hard. There's so much surveillance footage too of shooting around here. It's crazy. I'm gonna make this right over here. I'm just zigzagging, guys. I don't have no real direction on where I want to go. I'm just gonna try to like walk through and talk through spots and narrate, you know what I mean? And narrate. So if y'all can hear it, awesome. If not, I'm sorry. Ideally, I would like to invest in maybe a more modern action camera. The action camera that I'm currently using is a little bit outdated. It's the Active-On action camera. It's like a $35 camera. I have a couple of them. These are the ones that I used to have strapped up to the scooter when I used to wheelie in on the bike, on the beast mode. And then this is the camera that I use for the tours too. I put this on the hood. So yeah. sidewalks. The sidewalks in this area, they're like slabs of like, what's that? I wouldn't call it cobblestone. Slate? Would that be considered slate? This is cement, but some of them still have the old slate, which is heavy as heck. Super, super heavy. Back in the day, this is HCP. Shout out to my guy, Badlands 215, and shout out to my homie, Ramon the Kid's Garage. This is Ramon's childhood block. Ramon actually, I'm about to pass his pop's house right here. But, yeah, look at that classic. That classic really nice. You got the yellow, it's a Mazda, right? What is that, like a Mazda RX-3 or something? That thing is nice. Let me give you guys one more look at it. It looked like they're working on the body work, but work in progress, work in progress. I like these transit vans right here. Ramon. Yeah, so this is HCP, Hancock and Cambria Posse. Most of the people that I named earlier are, you know, from that hood, you know what I mean? So it's like there's generations of people that grew up in this hood. Now, what separated me from HCP, from like, you know, my homies and all that, was we was only like several blocks away from each other. So we was actually on the same block growing up. Me, Lex, and them, we actually grew up on the same block, like literally. We were on the same block, we were just on a different 100 Avenue. But, yeah, man. Let's walk up this way. I'm a zigzag. I'm gonna try to take y'all through some. Back in the day, there used to be a lot of garages here. There was like garages. All this was garages, and they used to sell needles. Yeah, like prep needles and everything. I remember being a little kid coming down this avenue, coming down this area, and it was bad because if you would drive and you would come slow to a stop, they'll walk up to the car and they're like, how much you need, what you need, like, you know what I mean? That's how bad it was back in the day. They just painted all of this. This little bridge covers a little railroad track that goes through here. There's a railroad track that's down there. And back in the day when we was kids, we used to go down there and like graffiti. We used to like bomb on it. We used to like hop the fence. And down there, you see how there's walls and everything? We used to write. We used to go with like a book bag full of cans and just, you know, walk the tracks. And now the tracks are owned by a new entity. So like 6 years ago they bought out the whole railroad track and then they started kicking everybody off of the tracks. Yeah, they started kicking everybody off. They had security there. Security was kicking people off. One time I was walking through trying to take an exploration of the track and I was trying to DVD scavenger hunt. That was one of the locations where I was trying to place one of my DVDs for the graffiti documentary that I shot like, you know, 4 or 5 years ago with my homie, rest in peace, Scott Dallas. Yeah, I went down there to place one of the DVDs because I scattered the DVDs all throughout the city and I had like a graffiti scavenger hunt for all the graffiti artists. Every upload I posted on Instagram was a different DVD for free, but just located at a different graffiti section in the city that was popular and known to the artists. So an average Joe wouldn't know where the location is at, but the graffiti artist automatically knew, oh, that's this spot, that's that spot. So I went down there because I knew that the tracks was a popular spot, and when I was down there with my DVD, cops got me, and security. They was like, I can't be down there, etc., etc., and I tried to explain to them, like, I'm not doing anything crazy, you know what I mean? But look at that artwork, the Grim Reaper. That's deep. The Grim Reaper. The Grim Reaper's coming to get you. That's deep, man. You got messed up sidewalks, and you got brand new sidewalks. This is another botanica, or botanica. Right now we're on Freddy's and Tony's corner. Freddy and Tony's, they have 2 locations, this one and the one on Allegheny. When I was young, I used to eat their food. It used to be flavor packed. Now that I'm an adult, it doesn't feel that flavor packed anymore. it feels like plain, and they don't really make many things that I eat nowadays, but this is a very popular spot in the city. It's called Freddy Antonio. It's been around for years, you know what I mean? So we down Lee with it, just taking a stroll. Nah, bro. Yeah, homie, I know what a good heart is. Nah, bro. You're not at all, my friend. I do not participate in this. Yeah, man. So, just taking a walk. We're on the 3,000 block of Water Street. Just walking with it. This area right here, the park that's getting up on my left hand side used to be open back in the day. They recently closed it up. And it got real bad. Be a lot of activity on a regular basis. Yeah, so my homie Steve and Gita from this block right here. Well, back in the day I used to chill over here with Steve on this block. And then my wife's folks from back in the day, people's been living here, but I don't think they live here no more. That's not from back in the day. For a while he was here, but I think he recently just moved. Yeah. My wife's folks. You gotta be respectful within the realms of keeping grinding. Hoping nobody's probation officer watching this channel. Like, hey, I seen you out on the block, Pape. You was supposed to be out on the block that day, you know what I mean? That's how one of my Philadelphia hood tours started buzzing. Because we was doing a hood tour. I was in with my brother. We was in my brother's van. Just the one day I took a trip with my brother, we decided to do a tour in his whip. We had actually caught a transaction without even knowing. I didn't know until I reviewed the footage and uploaded it, and everybody got a kick out of it, out of them busting a transaction while I was on camera. And then they started talking about the dude on probation, and they're like, yo, but what if you're on probation? What if you're on parole? What if, you know what I mean? Like, what if you mess them up? I'm like, man, that's everything in the following video is a reenactment that took place in Mexico. Nah. Just walking, man. In the 3,000 block of Orange. Still walking. Starting to get hot too because of the sun. I got the sweater on, I got some thermals on. I've been walking for the last 15 minutes probably, give or take. It's starting to get warm. Rest in peace to my cousin and my uncle who recently just both passed away. This is their block. cousin recently in March. Trying to figure out a good block to walk through for y'all. You guys hear that narrative? That's coming from this Liberty Baptist Church on Arbor Street. They have, I guess, psalms or Bible passages playing outside. Wow, that's crazy, right? I don't know if y'all can hear it. I don't know if y'all can pick that up. They got like 100 bikes in their yard. Jesus. No, I'm cool, thank you, bro. Somebody got a crazy bike collection, right? Man, they killing it. They literally had probably like 20 bikes. 20 bikes in the hood. That's dope. Dope meaning cool. Pretty neat. Unless you fix them. You open up his own little shop. Probably fix it. It'd be good to do that. I like to do stuff like that. I just need like a business front. So I can solicit my services. Alright, so we are currently on Elkhart and I think we're on D? E? L? A, B, C, D, E? This is something. We'll find out when we get to the corner. Here's D Street. This is D. D and Elkhart. We're about to hit Clearfield. Oh man. Every corner I turn, I see cops from afar. Alright, we're on 400 Clearfield Street, D. This is right next to Elkin School. My younger siblings went to the school when I was younger. Probably back in like 2001, they went here. We'll turn right here. Just so I can get some footage of the hood. We're gonna go walk through the Kensington area. This would be considered Kensington Allegheny section. Or Kensington. Yeah, this is like the main section. again. Alright, let's take a walk through this park. This is called McPherson Square, but low-key I think they got the nickname Needle Park. Oh, look at a little squirrel. Hey, squirrel. Wake up, bro. He's dipping out. He was over there about to kiss the bench. This used to be a library back then. Somebody said it still was. I can't imagine how it's still a library, but maybe I could be wrong. Yo, there's zombies. Let me have a heart. There's human beings walking all through here, and they're like, you know, like the dawn of the dead. They're like crawling. Sad. Oh, I see the law over there. There's an officer. Yo, I'm high. I'm starting to sweat. Alright, we're on Indiana and Kensington. This is a 24-hour quick stop mark. They just made this probably like less than 10 years ago. And like a year or two ago, somebody bought a donut from there and got hepatitis. That's crazy, right? Yeah, somebody bought a donut from right there at that quick stop and got hepatitis. They had to like track everybody who bought donuts that day. But when I heard this is supposed to be a police station soon, they said that they're going to try to house like 86 officers there. This little corner building right here, this was a restaurant back in the day. Yo, I'm sweating. I'm going to take this mask off. I'm sweating beyond belief. Yeah, I'm super sweating. I think the mask was making me a lot hotter than it really was, and my face wasn't able to breathe. Y'all can probably hear me better, too. Alright, so we're walking up Kensington Avenue. I've done walked up this avenue before. I did several Philadelphia tours, driving up this avenue, up and down, southbound and northbound. But y'all about to take a walk in 2020, November of 2020. see what it looks like on Friday the 13th. How many of you are superstitious? How many of you have beliefs that you have bad luck on Friday the 13th? Comment below. Let me know your thoughts. How many of you like the movie Friday the 13th? I was always a bigger fan of Jason. Well, not really Jason. I really like Michael Myers and Chucky and Leprechaun. But if I had to pick between Jason and Michael Myers, I would pick Jason. Might be a good idea for me. Put this joint on so I don't catch nothing. Because it smells real funny out here.